From traveling to different countries across Europe to spending weekends at her cabin on the lake, there was one major thing that became consistent throughout Abby Maxon's life. Of course, experiencing these new cultures and experiencing these new moments was definitely life-changing for her. The one thing that was consistent and she valued most was her family. Of course, families means a lot to most of us, but for Abby, it's different. Her family is truly what inspires her to be the best self that she can be. Born and raised in Plymouth, Minnesota, she created an everlasting bond with her family. They never fail to make her smile and always support her in any way that they can, especially her dad. Her dad always supported her and motivates her in any way that he can. Having such a strong attachment to her family allowed her to become super family oriented and caring for others. This can be shown throughout various hobbies that she does in her lifetime. She spends a majority of her time dealing with children and knew that it was her passion in life to do so. Growing up, Abby constantly nannied and grew a great connection with the families that she nannied for. But for her, it wasn't just nannying, it was more than that. It was creating positive relationships and being a role model to these kids that were growing up. Her parents were an example of this to her as growing up, so she wanted to do this for others. Following her nanny job, she worked in childcare ministry and Sunday school at her church. Being a mentor to children as little as infants to 5 years old, she knew it was her passion in life to work with kids. One particular experience that stuck with her during Sunday school was when she asked she was teaching a lesson and she asked her group, "Where is Jesus?" A little girl responded and said, "Jesus is right here," and pointed to her heart. Mm-hmm. After that, Abby realized she realized why she was doing what she was doing. She realized how fulfilling it was to be surrounded by joy and positivity, which was also further emphasized in her upbringing. After becoming immersed with the children at her church, she wanted to explore more endless opportunities out in the world and helping beyond her community. Fortunately, at 13 years old, she was given the opportunity to travel to Peru and help and sponsor families there. Although she had always been traveling, this time it was different. It was going to be shocking and out of her comfort zone. That did not stop Abby. She knew that she needed to persevere through the uncomfortableness and help and look at the greater cause. She was able to help families in ways that they had never experienced before, and she was grateful for that. Many children in Peru had to find a way to survive on their own because their parents were no longer available to them. Abby is still in contact with these families and has continued going on these mission trips for the past 5 years. That is how big of an impact these families have on Abby. No matter the struggle, she is grateful to have her family play a big role in her life, and someday hopes to have one of her own. It was a pleasure getting to know Abby, and I strive to have the positive relationship that she has with her family and her community.